Gwanin, 416. I craft my own path if I fail so big. I was born in Toronto, raised in Toronto. If I wanted to, I could run from here in Toronto. Yeah.
What's Gwanin, Toronto? Today is 2016, and the question on my mind is, does Toronto support local artists? So for the topic, we're going to be getting the opinions of painters, poets, as well as musicians. And we're going to be asking local random Torontonians about their opinions on whether we do support local artists. So I hope we learned something new today. Come on for the journey. Okay, so can you just introduce yourself?
My name's Kerry.
Yeah, so the question I'm asking is, does Toronto support local artists?
They don't do it enough. I believe that the people in this city should get more involved with their community, get more involved with the youth and the ongoings of what's happening and what's not happening in Toronto.
So what would be the first solution to supporting local artists?
Getting the information out there to the people and just making sure that people know what's going on. Artists have to get themselves out there. They have to actually promote their work. They have to promote it in a way where it will get to the right people, whoever they're trying to get to.
I'm a street performer here in Toronto, known as Peter Parkour. Parkour, not Parker.
Parkour.
But no big deal.
Yeah. So what do you do?
Well, basically what I do is stuff like this. I make giant webs here in the city that people can take photos of. Aside from that, they're taking photos of me, of course, and I have a foundation in breakdancing. I actually used to be a dance instructor, so that's how I got my forte in performing arts.
So the question that I'm asking everyone is, does Toronto support local artists?
Josh, Tariq.
Tariq, those are great names. Do you guys support local artists, and if you do, who are they?
We support local artists like Moji and Robin Banks.
Okay, and how do you guys know about that?
SoundCloud.
My complaint, though, personally, I hate to be a hater, but we have Drake on the top of the hip-hop scene here in Canada, and he doesn't seem to bring anyone from Canada in or on any of his music, and it's really frustrates me. I mean, he got pulled in by Young Money himself. He seems to collab with American artists all the time, but we have people like Chaos.
Yes.
Here, hold on, I need to think about this really carefully. We have Eternia, we have Decisive. There's so many cats from Toronto, Shad K's from London, but the list goes on and on. People like Grand Analog, and unfortunately they don't get recognized in the Canadian hip-hop scene. We have someone like Drake who's just towering in the scene, and he doesn't seem to bring anyone in with him. So that's my only real complaint there. I didn't want to constructively just hate on Drake, but I don't know much about Toronto music aside from that. So
what would be something that you would want Toronto to do as, not just from the celebrity point, but just like the locals, how could they show support?
Jessica, Julia, Viviana.
Do you guys know of local, let's say, community center things that go on that does support local art?
Yeah.
Like what?
There's Downsview Park that always has concerts for I never really heard of these people, but there's always concerts for local artists.
And do you go?
Yeah, I went once.
Okay.
honestly, I'd say just being social throughout the community. Toronto feels kind of closed off and kind of gated to me sometimes, especially when on the TTC. The city does have the title Screwface Capital, and sometimes people are giving each other that stare. So, doing that, going to the shows, make it a friendly neighborhood, fill shows as much as you can, and when you see people street performing, especially musicians, and I've even seen one guy who MCs out here with an amplifier and whatnot.
Really and truly, it's your boy Chops, buzzing.
Around a corner, stand around and listen to some of the music and really cheer them on as much as you would a sport team. That's how you support.
There they go. I'm sorry. Lion up, freeform, movement out here live and direct. This is my new album called Freeform. Saying if you got a chance, you got an opportunity, pick that up and go help and support Chops, help and support that real music. We in here, T.O., YYZ. The line is freeform. What's wrong with you dummies? Want all of this money, can't count it, that don't wheel of fortune. Spinning the wheel of fortune. Spinning the wheel of fortune.
So we're at Dundas Square. So do you think that Toronto supports local artists? What do you guys feel?
I feel that Toronto does, because you always hear other people singing their songs and whatnot. So like they're really like getting out there in Toronto.
Okay, like are you talking about like Tory Lanez?
Yes, Tory Lanez, the new Toronto.
This is his daughter on the cheek.
Truth be told, Toronto has a lot of artist scenes going on. For instance, Rise at Harbourfront. What are your interests and what can you be interested in Toronto? And how can you find that information? Now, a magazine, community bulletin boards, online, there's a lot of resources you can use to get the information that you're looking for. All right. Okay, so I'm with Sharmi today, singer, songwriter. What do you love about your art?
What do I love about my art? Well, I love expressing myself, and that's my art. So,
What does your art say about you?
it says a lot of things because I write about a lot of different things. I write about love, I write about heartbreak, I write about opportunity. I guess it says that I have a little bit of everything to talk about. So, I've gone through a lot, so I experienced things.
Okay. Do you have a fan base in Toronto?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you ever go to like jams and then people are singing along to your tunes?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
That's the best way.
That's cool. So what is support like in Toronto?
I would say right now, I have no complaints because I'm like performing all over the city. I have people coming to my shows. I have friends, I have new people coming to my shows, different faces all the time, so it's always good.
All right, we're rolling. What's Gwanin, Toronto? I hope you guys really enjoyed this film. It was so awesome to make. I'm so happy about all the people I got to talk to. But if you thought it was over, nah, I got one thing to tell you guys. We're on a YouTube channel now. All you gotta do is YouTube What's Gwanin, Toronto, and you'll find us there. New episodes, new talks, new everything. So it's not over yet. YouTube What's Gwanin, Toronto, and you'll see us there.